check. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, welcome back to another frozen tundra.
Right.
Chilly outside, chilly inside. Varsity getting the boys amped up in front of us already.
Yeah.
Glad to see it.
We need a touch more here.
Go for it.
That's what happens when you get old, Andy. It's harder to hearing.
Yeah?
Right?
No, I've heard that. I told you about the gout in my finger.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's better than it was, but this was about double the size this week. So,
that's,
you know.
Yeah, that shit's not good.
It's not fun, I'll tell you that.
No.
As everybody's sitting here going, and my back bothers me, my knee's a little crooked, and here we are whining.
Right.
Everybody getting the buckets out. Now they mixed them up today.
They did. We went
the orange was on the wrong side.
Right. You know what? That's a positive. I'll take it. Change it up.
Going to change it up a little bit.
Right.
We're on target now.
Got a little motocross in front of us.
Oh, yeah. Some of the varsity guys watching some videos in front of us.
Yeah.
All right, warmed up. The boys coming out. Looks like we're going to have Cheeto with, I believe that's going to be Savansky, Westman, other Westman, Zach, and Stonebreaker out, kicking it off.
Nope, we got Marble, Savansky.
Nope, they changed it up a little bit on me already. Everybody's just here to confuse Andy.
I think they did that on purpose, Andy.
They probably do.
Right?
Hey, let's change jerseys.
Right.
As it goes back in the Omaha zone, Westman trying to get it, deflected again, picked up. Omaha trying to pass out. They hold on to it at the blue line, deflected, knocked down by Marble. Goes behind the net to the far side. Westman with a good hip check, just takes him out. On the far side, comes over to the near, picked up by Zach. Zach sends it up to Savansky. Zoran holds on to it on the wall. Got a man on, trying to get it over to Zach. Held on as it comes over to the near side. Battling into the near side corner is Westman. Warren trying to hold on to it, does, comes out in the corner, avoids the hit, and passes it over to the near side as, I believe, yep, Grayson takes one as he gets it buried deep. Nice job to hold on to it enough to get it into their zone. On the far side, Waterloo comes in, and another hit comes off to the far side. Omaha on the far side corner, holding on to it, trying to pass in front. As a change was coming in, deflected high, back into the Omaha zone. Deflected by T, behind the net.
Good change there by the boys.
Comes out as LaVisca trying to go. Knocked down to the far side by Zach, got a hold of that one. Comes off the wall. Omaha trying to get it cleared. Send it behind the net, comes over to the near side. LaVisca going after it. Just hits. That was a hit. Omaha gets it cleared back over to the far side. Marble going after behind the net. I think he's the only one left on the line that has yet to be able to get changed out yet. Long shift for Marble.
Right.
Back on the far side. He's dealing with it like a champ, though. Omaha trying to get it cleared. Got it out. Trying to pass over to Lazina and back and forth a little bit as it goes over to the far side. Omaha finally gets it cleared out of the zone. Back over to the far side of Waterloo. Still held on as Omaha in the corner trying to deal with that. Tripped up, still loose in front of the net. Pass over to the near side. LaVisca trying to sneak in to get it. Gets a stick on it but couldn't maintain. Waterloo bringing it back into the zone of Omaha. I believe that was Jackson. Got a good hit on it on the far side wall. Little pile up there, but Jackson maintains. Comes out of the zone with it, trying to pass the color. Gets it over to LaVisca. LaVisca back and forth a little bit. Trying to pass in front of the net. Still loose. Goaltender deflects. Still loose. Goes over, but near side, behind the net now. Back over to the far side. Picked up by Waterloo. Waterloo on the wall. Gets hit. Stonebreaker keeps it on the wall. LaVisca sails one over to the near side of Omaha. Cutler going after it. Gets a pass to Laviska. Laviska sends a high arcing one, jumps over to the far side. Lucina couldn't quite get his stick on that, and Laviska goes in for a hit. There's been quite a bit of contact so far on the far side. Because Omaha knocks it down. Holder trying to maintain, comes over to the near side to Thomas, takes a shot. Goaltender stops it glove side.
Yeah, very physical game so far. Waterloo came out hot, throwing a lot of hits and stuff.
Well, some of the boys forced to wake up early.
Yeah.
Going back over to the Waterloo side with 11:48 left in the period.
The thing is, you get some of our boys amped up. I could smell that's a trip.
Trip to Thomas, still loose in front of the net, goes behind. Near side, Button tried to knock it down. They're going to send it to Omaha zone. Should be icing. Icing called on Waterloo. Back over into the Waterloo side, going to have Kaiser, Holder, Thomas, Button, and Lawley. Thomas going to take drop. Deflected, picked up as Waterloo trying to get it, goes behind the net. Waterloo getting it on the far side in the corner, on the wall, trying to get it out. Sailing one across, knocked down by Holder. Button trying to stop it, does, deflects back over the blue line. Thomas knocks it over, and they send it back over to the Omaha side. Picked up by Lawley behind the net. Lawley gets it off the boards. Good angle and pass to Holder. Couldn't quite maintain, though. Goes back in the Omaha zone. Picked up behind the net. Should have been a tripping call on Lawley. Shouldn't say from Lawley, against Lawley. Deflected by Westman behind the net. Waterloo trying to deflect, picked up Holder, maintains and gets it off near side. Sails one across, but a little too much on it, and icing called on Omaha, but they're going to get a change in.
Yeah, I wish you would have just kept skating. I mean, I know he's going for a change, but skate another 20, 30 feet and then dump.
Yeah, forced to wake up a little bit early.
Yeah.
Than they've had to in the past. On the near side. Deflected, and a good glove save by Westman on that. T builds onto it. Stop a play. Going to have Roeder out here. Can't quite see who's got
Severa.
Centers at Severa. Thank you. Deflected near side. Omaha trying to send it back. Severa knocks it down. Passes on. Gets it to Roeder. Roeder at the red line. Buries one deep. Goes after it. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Emrine. And the far side corner on the wall. Trying to maintain. Send it back. Marble grabs it. Going to get it off the boards. Again, goes loose in front of the net. Picked up by one of the defensemen. Goes over the far side. Waterloo on the wall. Errant pass against the wall. Goes back into their bench. 10:15 left.
Yeah, good pressure there by Severa.
Far side.
Now he's going to throw his stick.
Apparently. Throws a little fit, apparently.
Right?
Goes back to the days of mite hockey, right?
Right. I'm like, I gave you props, dude. You don't have to throw your stick.
On the near side. Severa going after it in the corner. Marble sends one back, goes high, back into the corner again to the far side. Roeder trying to hit, picked up by Waterloo, trying to bring one out. Back check there by Amrine. Goes behind the net, held on by Omaha. To the far side, sails one across, trying to hit a little too much ahead of him, but going at the goaltender, so good job. Goaltender going to have to, almost knocked it in himself. Yeah, get it cleared, picked up, near side to Sabanski. Sabanski and Laviska back and forth. Laviska picks it up at the red line. Takes one back in the zone. Pass two to Sabanski. Sabanski trying to pass one off. Gets it across to Cheeto. Back Cheeto against the wall. Goes in front of the net. Comes over to the near side. Laviska just buried a kid in the ice. Sabanski gets it behind the net. Puck to the near side. Goes over to the far. Omaha trying to get one back. Back to the far side. Shot deflected, still loose in front of the net. And a tripping call, there we go. Tripping call that should have been called.
Right.
Tripped up Sobanski.
Great physical and great puck movement there by the boys.
Good passing.
Yeah, Sean.
They're gonna put it on Sobanski?
No, they shouldn't be.
Yeah, they're
Why?
putting him in the net.
For what?
Roughing. Interference. What? Offsetting calls then.
To me, I don't know what happened there, but I didn't. All I saw was Sabansky skating up and lose his feet there.
Just goes down and that's it. Even he looked at the ref going, what? Like we're gonna do a center drop then.
Interesting.
Jackson, Cutler, Lacina up front, Bunton and Lally on D. Back to the Omaha zone. Lally flipping one over. Back in the zone again. Picked up by Jackson, pushing one forward. Tried to board him on that. Shot deflected. Oh, he had Cutler there. Goes in front of the net, still loose. Comes over to the near side. Lacina going after, gets tripped up. No call on that, really. Back over to the near side. End of the far in Omaha territory.
Nice job by Lally to block that one.
Oh, trying to get one up. Interference called on Sobanski. I didn't see any of that, but
neither.
Back to the near side. Jackson holding on to it, taking one across to the far side. Jackson comes in for a shot, deflected. Oh, he had Cutler there. Comes over to the near. Cutler holding on to it, goes back behind the net. Waterloo trying to get out. Jackson comes in, still loose in front of the net, deflected. It's been a physical game. Goes over to the far side. Picked up. Marble sending one across. Cutler back into their zone. On the far side again, held on. Cutler dancing with that one. Passes across, hits Jackson. Jackson on the near. Send one back. Nice job to Marble. Marble to Westman. Westman with the shot. Comes in. Cutler takes another shot.
Oh, there
Still
you go.
Omaha!
Great job. Great puck movement by the boys. The biggest thing is I noticed too is the goalie is giving up a bunch of rebounds. So we've got to be aware of that.
As Lacina puts one in.
Yeah.
Omaha.
Sorry, Andy.
Nope, you're fine.
Uh,
that was a no. Go ahead.
Yeah, but so she, yeah, it is a she, by the way.
Yep.
That I can tell. But so she gave up a couple rebounds, and Easton was standing right there after they came off the pads by T. Cut there. So great job.
Holder got a deflection back to the far side wall. Now we're back in Waterloo zone. Comes over to the near side. Deflected again. Thomas holds on to it, gets some help from Westman, knocks it down. Omaha had to reset though. Goes back into their zone. Westman grabs it. Still loose on the blue line. Waterloo trying to hold on to it, picked up by Thomas. Sailing on across, he hits Kaiser. Comes over to the near side, gonna bury it deep. Almost took the head off of the ref. Goes to the far side again. Holder grabs it, sends it over to the near. Nope, check that, goes behind the net. Sail one up top as they try to go back in the Omaha zone. Marble. Nope, they said he touched it. I didn't see a touch, but okay. Omaha gets it cleared. Grabbed by Thomas, sails it over to the far side corner. Ricochets back, and Thomas going after his own pass. Goes over to the far side again, grabbed by Waterloo. Thomas gets some help from Kaiser, deflects back behind the net. Picked up by Waterloo. On the near side, Laviska stepping in, kicks it into the corner, grabs it, takes a shot, deflected down by the goaltender. Nice job by the goaltender. Shot deflected over to the near side. Goes into the corner, sails one up top. Nope, check that, hits it back. Omaha trying to grab it. Laviska couldn't quite get a stick on that one. Going back into the zone of Omaha. Sailing one across. Little pile up on the wall there. Thomas trying to grab it. Omaha gets it cleared. They're going to sail it back to behind the Omaha net. Stopped by T behind the net. Has a man there, but hands it off. Omaha grabs it, takes it over the far side, comes out of the zone. Picked up by Marble on the near side. At the red line, shovels one back behind the net. Goes over to the far side. And they're going to circle one back around. It's grabbed by Laviska. Laviska brings it over to the near side, gets one ricocheted off. Roeder goes out, draws the penalty, and gets the tripping call. Omaha holding on to it, sends one back. In their own zone, grabbed by Laviska, deflected. He's going to dance past 1 and 2. Goes over the far side, deflected again. comes in, dances with that one. Shot, deflected over to the near side. Grabbed by Omaha again. Up top by Severa. Severa moving in, gets clobbered, and a stop a call called finally. 5:12 left. Omaha ahead 1-0.
My thing is right there, though, is we got to move that puck around, get those boys pushing to one side or the other.
Got to spread them out or get them piled up on one side and open up the other.
Right.
So, a 5v4 against Waterloo. Slashing called. Really, they called slashing. You know what? I'll take it either way.
Right.
Normally, when you trip them, it's called tripping. I'm just gonna mention that. I'm just gonna shut up. Back up to LaVisca. LaVisca gonna hold on to it. Comes in, whiffs a little bit. Grabs it back though. Sean's gonna watch that replay and just kick himself. Yeah, he had a lane open. Going back over to the Omaha side. That's all right. He's made up for it several times over.
Yeah. I thought he was faking there for a minute, like he has in the past.
He does fake. We've watched it, Sean, just so you know.
Right.
I hope he comes back and says something to me. It's going to be funny.
Well, he does watch, I know.
Back behind the net, near side. Sean stops at the blue line, sends it back to the corner, goes behind to the far. Picked up by Zach. Zach, they have definitely been some physicality here.
Yeah, they are not.
How do I say it politically correct? They're overcompensating for something by trying to be over physical. Shot by Sean to the far side.
That was open too.
Nope. Just a little too high as it goes over to the far, picked up. Omaha grabs it, sends one across. He's going to hit Marble. Marble's going to bring it back into the zone. Dance a pass 2 and 3. It's hooked a little bit. Comes over to the near side corner. On the wall. Omaha battling, gets tripped up as Marble sends one back to LaVisca. Back to Marble. Just a little bit too much behind him. Back to the far side of Omaha. Deflected by Westman. Picked up by LaVisca. He's got Jackson to his left. Deshaun dance a pass 1 and 2. Poke check to the wall. Sends it to Jackson. Oh, almost. Good idea.
Yeah,
Had it, just couldn't pull it off. Rotor back. Omaha holds on at the blue line. Westman to Severa. Severa back. Oh, poke check back into the Omaha zone. Near side, Westman grabs it. 3 minutes left in the period. Omaha holds on to it as Rotor takes it to the far side. Back out of the zone. Gets one off the wall to Thomas. Thomas back into the zone. He's got two guys to his left. Pass in front of the net, deflected. Comes over to the near side, grabbed by I can't talk. Severa over to the near side. Westman takes a shot, just deflected by the goaltender, still loose, and the net did move a little bit as Thomas hit the post on that one.
Well, they were going to call a hand pass, I thought, but. Yeah.
Hand pass called as we come out of the zone. Thomas going to take drop. I don't know who it is, but it smells like somebody bathed in cologne in front of me.
I just wanted to impress you, Andy.
That's got to be about $25 worth of cologne that they wore out of the gas station pump.
What a waste.
Oh my God, do you bathe in Aquavelva?
Right.
Comes over to the near side of Waterloo. Thomas going after it on the near. Kaiser trying to step in, goes in front of the net, but deflected. Lally takes a shot, knocked down by Thomas. Good stick there. Couldn't quite get it past the goaltender, though. Near side on the wall, Thomas battling. They're going to send one knocked down by Lally as he gets hit high. No call on that, really.
Right.
Oh,
we got
yep,
one
there
right
we
here.
go. I was going to say, what the heck? He got hit high. Yep, elbow by Waterloo.
Their peeps aren't happy.
You can't hit a guy in the head with your elbow.
I don't know. Wally must have that on his his jersey.
Hit me in the head with
right?
it.
Because he always hits high. I mean,
he does. And he's not exactly a short kid. Trust me, I would know the difference. But
yeah.
So, that poor guy gets hit in the head so much he needs a football helmet. Comes over to the near side. Omaha zone. 1:39 left. Grab by Westman. He's going to shovel that one across. Hits Severa. Omaha pushes that ahead. Roeder grabs it. Got Cutler. Crash in the net. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Thomas. Back to the far side. And they're going to sail one back in the Omaha zone. 1:27 left on the power play for Omaha. Grabbed by Omaha. Severa sends it over to Westman. Westman to the far side. He is going to hit Roeder. Roeder going to bring it back into the zone. Back to the far side. Picked up top by Severa. Sends it over to Westman. Takes a shot. Just inches above the post. To the far side. Severa holds on at the blue line. Kicks one back to the far. Hits Cutler. Pushing that into the corner. Gets some help from Thomas. Sends it behind the net. It has been a very physical game.
Yeah. A little incidental contact in the corner there.
Severa takes a shot.
Oh!
Omaha! 32 seconds left.
Kind of a lucky bounce there.
Severa shoveled one in. And they found the battery back up for the horn.
Yeah. It was kind of a lucky bounce. I don't know if it went out the back of her stick or what, but kind of a weird bounce there. Good job by Severa and the boys.
So Omaha ahead 2-0 with 32 seconds left. You're going to see Sabansky, Zach. Comes over to the near side. Button and Lawley in, as is Grayson. Back to the far side. Held on by Zach to Grayson. Cheeto to the far side. Takes a shot, goes behind the net to the near. Deflected to Sabansky. Button took the shot, goes wide left. Up top again, deflected, grabbed by Waterloo. On the near side, Sabansky almost had that one. Waterloo back into the Omaha zone, comes on the near side, deflected high. Near side again, and that's the end
of the first period.
First period. Nice job.
Yeah, a lot of very physical game, quick game.
Seems, yeah, there's been a lot of, and you can tell some of it's like some intentional hooking and behind the play tripping going on. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And I'm by myself, so I'm going to start singing the no. I had Scott laughing as he's walking away on that comment. Hey, I get it. Once in a while, you got to use the pit stop once in a while. So, especially as you get older. So, boys doing fairly well. Spend a lot of time on the Waterloo side. Been a hard hitting game, but looking good. As we come into the second period, we'll see what happens here. Trenton's having a good game in the net. And the boys about ready to come out for the second. Shout out to a couple players going out to a formal tonight, proving that they're not just apes on skates. Good job for them. And don't tell Scott what I said about him. Hi, Scott.
It's all right.
I said everything positive about you.
The thing is, I can listen later. I can hear everything that you said, Andy.
Hey, I don't say anything I wouldn't say to your face. To the far side. LaVisca taking one across. Almost shoveled one in right away. Back to the far side, held on by Waterloo up top. Back behind the net. Waterloo grabs it on the near, on the ricochet. Comes over. Stonebreaker pushing it against the wall. Trying to push one back. Stonebreaker sails one across the LaVisca. He's going to send that to the far corner. Cheetah going after it. And some help there as Omaha battling that one. Grabbed by Waterloo. Goes to the far side. Sobanski poke checked out to LaVisca. LaVisca gets one back into the Waterloo side, and they send it right back. Grabbed again. Stonebreaker sends one back to Cheeto. Deflected to Zach. Zach takes one off the boards, back across again. Omaha had a man open. Comes over again as Stonebreaker was trying to come in. Couldn't quite get it past the blue line. Deflected. Omaha had to check back in. Back on the near side. Grabbed by Waterloo. Sailing on across to the far. Waterloo. Grabbed by LaVisca on the far side. Goes behind the net of Omaha. Picked up. Omaha gets it cleared by Zach. Takes one across to the far side. Grabbed by Waterloo. Goes to the far. Goes behind the net. Slingshots around. Comes over to the near side. And deflected. Picked up at center ice to the far. Takes a shot as Sean just leveled the kid. Back to the far side again. Sends one high.
Oh, nice.
Jackson going after it on the far side.
Oh, Jackson thought it was icing.
He thought it was icing, and he pulled off. Behind the net.
Oh, nice
Jackson
stick,
grabs it, though. Yep, good stick by Jackson. Sends one up top. Hits Marble. Marble on the near. Going to skate. Takes a shot. Deflected low. Comes over against the wall again. Picked up by Cutler. Cutler gets tripped. On the near side again. It was right in front of the guy. On the near side again. Deflected to the near. Hey, as long as they call it consistently, I don't care.
Right.
That's all I say. Consistency. Marble knocking him into the wall. Omaha gets the clear. Trying to send one back.
Out of the...
off the ice as the referee.
Yeah, I can't even talk.
That's okay. It's cold. It'll freeze stuff.
Yeah, quick back and forth here.
Center ice.
Nice work.
Puck deflected. Omaha trying to knock it out. Comes over to the near side. Picked up by Kaiser. Takes a shot. Deflected behind the net. Kaiser going after it. To the far again. Getting some help from Holder. Still on the wall. Knocked to the far. Bunton pushing that one forward. Shot deflected behind the net. Still loose. Goaltender having to dot.
Oh, still loose.
And it's still loose. And there's a pushing match happening as it goes to the far side. Somebody's lost a stick. Maybe a finger. I don't know.
It's the goalie does not have a stick.
Goalie does not have her stick right now. Comes over to the Omaha zone. Picked up by Thomas. Gets it at the wall. No, he got a poke check on that one. Goes behind the net to the near side.
Yeah, good hustle by Button there to get his stick on it.
Knocked down by Waterloo. Inadvertently passed that one to Kaiser. Takes a shot just a bit wide. Goes to the far side again. Omaha couldn't quite get that one. As Waterloo going back into the zone of Omaha. Deflected, stopped.
Nice.
And a nice save by Westman.
A little jarring back and forth.
Just a little bit, but it's going to keep happening with that physicality.
Here's the thing is I do like it. I think this is a good game for our boys. This is the type of game that we need. When teams are like this, we play at a different level.
Absolutely.
When they're not physical, that's where we tend to get a little lackadaisical. But
waking it up, comes over to the near side, picked up by Stonebreaker. Gets a good pass over, but they send one back. Back across to the far side to Sean. Sean from the blue line, holds on to it, waiting to pass, gets deflected, picked up by Severa, but gets one shoveled over, stopped as he comes crashing in by Roeder. On the far side corner, sailing one back over to the near side. Stonebreaker going after it. On the near again. Held on by Omaha. Sailing one across, hits Sean at the blue line, takes a shot. Deflected to the near side, on the wall. Back on the wall again, Sever trying to hold on to it. Gets boarded, he's got 3 guys on him. Getting some help from Roeder. Pass in front of the net is shot taken, deflected
nice
over
shot.
to the near side. I guess Roeder took that one.
Yeah, it was Amrine.
Amrine, thank you. I saw the 2.
Yeah, they look very similar.
Yeah, a little bit. Back to the far side corner. Sean holding on to it. On the near side as he comes over. Referee, just get out of the way. Sean holds on again. Shot deflected. Far side corner as it goes. Come on, trying to get a hold of that one. Sends one up top. Back to Sean. Holds on to it. Sean trying to sneak in. Takes a shot. Deflected by the goaltender to the near side corner. Held on by Waterloo. And a nice hit
By Stonebreaker.
by Stonebreaker. Just knocked one down. Sean takes a shot. Goaltender blocked it, but bobbled it. Picked up by Waterloo. Comes over again. Omaha got it back again. Knocked down. Omaha ran into each other a little bit there, but maintaining. Marble sends it back over. Waterloo zone. Kicks it back out again. A little back and forth over the blue line. Picked up by Stonebreaker. Sends one high, arcing back into the near side corner of Waterloo. Waterloo trying to grab that one. Picked up as Grayson tried to poke check that one. Marble sends it back in. Goes behind the net to the far side. Cheeto going after it. Getting some help from Zach. Omaha trying to maintain, but it comes over to the near side. Back in. Picked up by Marble in the Omaha zone. Waterloo trying to get a change in exactly, but Zach sends one across trying to hit Cheeto. Goes behind the net. Waterloo sends it back up, picked up. Sabansky hitting, is that Westman? Back across to the far side, goes behind the net. Zach grabs it. Zach takes it to the far, takes it to Sabansky. Sabansky back to Zach. Up top to Westman, sends one across to the near side. Hits Marble. Marble dances past 1-2, takes a backhand shot. Still loose in front of the net. Poke check to the near. Gonna send it back to the Omaha side. Trenton deflects, holds on to it.
Oh, my.
Woo, that was close. T didn't know the guy was coming behind him. Luckily, we got it deflected. Omaha got it cleared. Cheeto sending back into their near side zone. Over the blue line, picked up on the far by Westman. Sails that one deep behind the net of Waterloo. 8:22 left on the near side. Omaha pushes it behind the net to the far. Zabansky going after it. Zoran trying to send one up top. Waterloo deflected. Picked up over to the near side. Trying to get a pass across the ice. The Omaha zone should be offsides. Had a man ahead of that. Picked up by Jackson as he gets clobbered. Where's the hand?
Wow.
Nothing on that? Are you kidding me?
Oh. We had our boys run into each other. Easton lost his helmet.
So they're going to call a stop for that, but
yeah,
Jackson literally had a monkey on his back.
Yeah.
Whew. I question so much sometimes. Drop just outside of the Waterloo zone happening. Up top, Omaha on the near side, picked up by Lally, shoveling back into the Waterloo near side corner. On the near. Trying to battle that one. Omaha pushing it out. Jackson in front of the net. Hat. And the goaltender.
I mean,
did you see that? Did you see that?
We got Jackson over here that's down.
Jackson's slow getting up, and he cannot move.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's holding on to his knee.
Yeah, that's not.
Drew's down, holding on to his knee as we have the coach and one of the trainers come out to assess. He had somebody on his back. Yeah. I don't know how they didn't call that. Drew's a little slow getting up right now. The trainer's talking. And the referee's finally having a discussion. You know, he may have.
Yeah, the only thing is, I don't know. you know, you didn't call anything, so I don't know what you're going to call there.
I have seen it before where they said, well, a kid got hurt, so we should call something. So, which I don't agree with. If you weren't going to call it when you saw it happen, then just because a kid got hurt, should have called it beforehand.
Drew's up, so that's
good. He's up. That's a positive. He's getting some help though. He's favoring that left foot.
Yeah.
Left ankle, left knee. I think it was his knee that he was holding, but
yeah, I don't know how you're gonna. I don't know why they would call anything, but
yeah, they're talking to the coach already. We'll see what he says.
They're gonna call something. It looks like.
Yep.
'Cause they're not happy about it.
Hate to see a kid get hurt, but it drives me crazy when it's like, why didn't you call it to begin with? Because you saw him get jumped on. Just because a kid got hurt, a kid can get hurt from anything.
Right.
Just skating on the ice by himself, he could slip, fall, and trip. It does happen, but it drives me nuts when it's like, okay, that was an apparent call that should have been made. 7:26 left. We got 2-0 Omaha. And the referee's having a conversation about what they're going to do here.
I just don't know. I guess depends on if you, I don't know, who you saw. I don't know. I did not see what happened, so.
Well, you saw him get pounced on. I don't know if that was the result of the injury or something happened after that. He ended up on the wall where we can't see. There's people sitting in front of us. I don't know if you can tell from at home, but so I don't know if he got hit after the fact or what. Now, the fact that they took him to the bench versus off the ice is a good sign that maybe he just got a little bruise or something like that.
And I thought I saw him walking around back there, so that's a positive. Nope.
No, that looks like they're going to eject the kid.
Wow. Interesting.
That I will tell you this right now. That happened to my kid last year. They just decided a kid got hurt, so we're going to eject the kid. And not that I agree either way, but I did see it. I have seen that before, and like I said, if they aren't going to call it right away, I don't know why you can argue that a kid's going to be ejected at that point. But
my thing is, then somebody's got to go in the box then.
Yep, there you go. So the 10-2 at that point?
Well, my thing is
he's ejected, so that's at a 5?
Oh, I would. It is a 5.
Yep, they got him on a 5.
Waterloo Warriors JV penalty for head contact.
Head contact.
Number 9, Jonathan Bedard. Jonathan Bedard, 5-minute major penalty, game misconduct for head contact at 7:34.
So they got him for a head contact at 5 minutes and ejection. So he can't play tomorrow.
Right. Very interesting, though, that, you know, you don't call anything and then all of a sudden you do that. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me a little bit.
I agree. I get it. I would get it why the parents would have a problem with it at this point.
For sure. And especially when he gets up holding his knee. I mean, it's like, unless that's a result of him getting, I don't know. So.
I don't know. Knockdown, comes over to the near side, picked up by Stonebreaker. So Omaha on the power play for another 4 minutes, 45 seconds, basically. Omaha going to bring it back out of the zone. Held on by Zobanski, sailing one across. He's going to hit Marble back to Zobanski, brings it back to the zone, hits Laviska at the blue line. Zobanski in the corner trying to hit Sean. Sean bringing one across, sending one back. Shot by Stonebreaker. Good attempt. Comes over the near side, held on. Goes over to the far again. They're going to sail one back to the Omaha goaltender. Nice job by T to pay attention to that one. Gets it to Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker going to handle that off to Zach. Ian taking it back into the zone on the far side. Gets past one. He's got a guy in front. Holds on to it. Trying to pass the Stonebreaker. Poke check. Sticked, held by Leviska. Gets it over to Zobanski. Passing across. Comes in for a shot. Deflected over to the near side. Nope. Glove saved by the goaltender.
Yeah, into the net.
Oh, was it? I missed it.
Deflected into the net. Yep.
Camera in front of me on that one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with at least. All right, we're going to have Sevra, Westman, Thomas, Roeder, and who's the third? I'm missing one. Comes up top, Waterloo trying to clear it. Grabbed by Westman, sends over to the near side. Gonna hit Sevra. Sevra on the wall. Taking one forward, near side corner. Trying to dance with that one. He's got Westman up top. Nobody on him though. Just gonna hold it for a second, trying to assess the situation. Sailing that one across to the far side. Shot deflected. Goaltender deflects. Back into the corners. Roeder going after it. Still has Thomas in front of the net. Comes over to the near side. Going to sail one back to the Omaha zone. Another 3:07 left on that power play. As Westman came out of the crease to get the puck for Omaha. Waterloo was crashing it. Sends one across. Back to the near side. Sevra holding on, trying to send that to Thomas. Back across to the far. And I believe that's Cutler in front of the net. That was the guy I was missing. Loose in front of the net. Goaltender gone. Go! Omaha!
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'll give all the respect to Thomas there for holding his ground in front of the net and getting that rebound and kicking it to T-Cut for a goal. So great job by Thomas there.
Nice job. T-Cut with a good shot. So if the misconduct Oh, okay. Good. Thank you, Chris. So from what he saw, he said Drew was down on his knee and another guy came in and hit Drew with his skate on his knee. But the stick made contact with his head.
Oh, I got you.
Power play for Omaha for another 2 minutes, 28 seconds. Omaha trying to capitalize as much as they can on that misconduct. Up top again, trying to hold on to it. Still loose in front of the net. Zach tries to reach out. Waterloo going to bring it out of the zone. Trying to send one out. Grabbed by Zobanski. Sends it back into the Waterloo zone. Leviska knocks it down. Still in their zone, but they get one out, just a foot off. Grabbed by Sobanski. Zoran holds on to it at the red line. Sending one across, hit Zach. Zach on the wall. Going to come in. Sends one across. He's going to hit Sean. Sean with the shot. Knocked down by the goaltender. Comes over behind the net to the near. Sean sending one back up top. He was trying to hit Stonebreaker, but Zobanski coming back with a good back check helps out. And Sean going to grab it. Taking one back into their zone across to the far side. He's going to hit Marble. Marble on the wall. Trying to pass. Has two men on him. Back to the far. Trying to pass in front again. He's got Sean in front of the net. They're going to try to send one high, but Omaha knocks it down. Back over to the near side. Takes a shot to the far. Sends one back to Stonebreaker up top. Knocked down as they're going to send one back into the Omaha zone. Stopped by T. And Waterloo going to go in for a change. Send one back. It's a little bit miscalculated on the pass as it comes over to the near side. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Marble. 59 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Back on the far side. Sevra brings it back into their zone. On the near. Sending one across. Deflected back to Sean. Sean! Right in the chest of the goaltender, who couldn't hold on to it. Goes behind the net, back over to the near side of Omaha.
This is the whole thing, guys. I've been telling you, she's giving up rebounds, and we're not crashing the net. We're throwing it down in there, and nobody's there.
Buck held on, goes over to the far side. Omaha sends it across. Another 29 seconds left. Waterloo tries to get one off. Got more ice than they did puck on that one as Cutler goes across. Should have drawn a penalty on the trip. Back to the near side. Sever going to go after it. We got another 17 seconds left on the power play. Sever hands off to Westman. Westman to the far side. Trying to pass across. He hits Sever. Sever sends one across again. He's going to hit Roeder. Roeder back on the near side in Waterloo zone. Holds on to it. Trying to pass across. Hits Thomas. Skates past one shot. Just hits the post.
Wow. Great job by Solomon there.
Solomon had a great shot. 1 millimeter to one side, and he would have had a goal.
Great patience there by Solomon.
He did a great job in outmaneuvering them. Two guys got a shot off. You could hear the ding. Back on the far side, Waterloo zone. Not pushing that one behind the net. Amrine going after it. Comes over to the near side. Waterloo bringing it back out of the zone. Back into the Omaha zone. Button trying to stay on it. Deflected by T. Another pass in front. Intercepted. Omaha brings it back out of the zone. As Zach got a hold of that. Good pass there by Amrine to Zach. Just poked that one right behind himself. Beautiful job. Just behind the net. Omaha battling. Still loose in front of the net. Omaha passes. Grabbed again. Shot by Button. Still loose in front of the net. Go Omaha!
Again, just crashing the net, boys, right? A lot of boys around the net. Great job. Had multiple opportunities.
Looks like Ian poked that one through. Omaha ahead 4-0 with 1:36 left in the second period.
Do you know what number the kid that got hurt?
16. Yeah. Guys next to us from Waterloo were asking Drew's number, so.
Gonna have Kaiser Thomas, Lolly, Button. Is that Holder on the far side?
Holder on the far side, yes.
Selected Omaha trying to grab it. Poke check as Button got a hold of it to Thomas. Thomas on the near side. Trying to send one back to Kaiser. Kaiser getting up the Lolly. Tried a shot, had a man in front of it. Deflected over to the near side. Thomas staying with him, getting some help from Kaiser. Kaiser trying to pass, goes behind the net to the far side. Button gets a skate on it, holds it in, goes against the wall. Gonna send one over to the near. Back against Lolly getting off the boards, but couldn't quite get the angle he wanted. Comes over to the near side of Omaha. Thomas staying with him, getting some help from Lolly. Thomas knocks it down. They're gonna try for a shot, knocked down again. Omaha staying with it. I think T deflected just a little bit behind the net. Comes over to the near side. Picked up as Thomas staying with him. And a nice hit there by Kaiser. Goes over to the far side of Omaha. Omaha trying to get it clear, grabbed just at the blue line by Waterloo. As a high hit against.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there we got the penalty.
Yeah.
I was going to say that was a high hit against Holder. Goes over to the far side. Picked up as Button holds onto it for Omaha. Against the wall, pushes that one to the far side. They got a stick on it. I'm surprised. There we go.
The bigger thing is I'm hoping that Noah's all right because his head hit that ice pretty hard.
He got a high hit. I'm surprised that wouldn't be another one that's ejected, honestly.
Yeah,
That was a high hit to the head.
Yeah, hopefully he's good because he left his feet there.
We haven't seen Drew Jackson back in, but that looks like it's going to be at least a 10 and a 2.
Yeah, Drew is sitting on the boards over there, so.
I mean, it's a positive that at least he hasn't come off and had to
Right.
go someplace. So 13 seconds left in the period.
14:26 in the second period. Waterloo Warriors leading number 40, Chase Hall. 2 minutes and 10 minutes.
10 and 2.
Charging. That's 40. Hall, 2 minutes from charging plus 10 minutes conduct. At 14-26.
Well, I hope he's okay.
Yeah. He is walking over there, so that's a positive.
They send it back to the Omaha zone. T holding on to it. Gonna send one over to Laviska. Got a man behind him. Laviska didn't know, but he was calling for it. Back to the far side, slingshot around, and that's the end of the period. So we're gonna take a quick break for about 10-15 minutes. With Omaha goes in for the intermission and they clean the ice. We'll see everybody here shortly. We're back.
Wow.
Microphone works.
About fell down. I just wanted to let you know those boys stink too.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
If it's not stewing back there, and something ain't right.
Yeah, I was like, they come running out. I'm like, oh wow. Wash those jerseys.
Pretty sure those jerseys can probably skate on their own.
Right.
I
mean, they are white, I think.
Maybe off-white at this point. We'll call it mother of pearl.
Yeah.
I did get an update. I was asking coaches. It sounds like Drew's doing all right. He did get a little banged up, but it sounds like he'll be fine. So
Good.
And talking with Holder also, his biggest issue was when he fell, I guess his pad shifted a little bit, and he got a little bit of a bruised, swollen elbow. But sounds like he'll be all right.
That's good. Yeah, like I said, I was more worried about his head that made contact with the ice. So.
Nope, he was fine there. It sounds like he landed on his elbow. That was his biggest issue.
Right.
Onto the far side. Zach trying to push the one forward. And that one shoveled off, picked up by Sean. Sent one back to Roeder, near side. Trying to go between the feet, picked up by Sean on the ricochet. Near side, Sean holding onto it, skating in front of the net. Oh, he hit the crossbar on that, but it didn't go in. Sean with the slap shot. Glove saved by the goaltender on that one.
Yeah, my thing is that's a great job by her. She was not affected by that at all. Very quick.
Quick move and
snag. Yeah.
Didn't drop it.
No. I walked by her downstairs and she's very in tune of what's going on. So
good for her.
Yeah.
Sends one back. Sean holds on to it. Sends one across to Zach. Back to Sean. Near side on the wall. Just a little bit behind him. Getting some help. The Stonebreaker staying with him. Force him to the far wall. Then Omaha zone. Picked up by Zoran. Sabansky. Sending one across to Marble. Marble passes one to Zach. Nice job. Zach back into the zone. Holds on to it. Skating behind the net. Loses it on the poke check. And comes over to the near side. Sending one back. Grabbed by Stonebreaker. Omaha has to reset. Gonna bury one back behind the net. Picked up by Waterloo. 30 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Deflected by T. Handed off. Picked up. Onto the near side. Laviska at the blue line. Comes to skate across again. Gets hooked a little bit. Maintains deflected. Stick by the goaltender.
Wow, nice stick by her.
Westman sends one across the far side. Hits Severa. Omaha's getting a change in on the back. Severa with a shot. Loose. Goaltender had to cover the bobble. 13:38. 25 seconds left on the power play for the Junior Lancers. Out there right now, we're going to have Westman, Severa, Cutler, Thomas, and Amrine. Puck on the far side. Held on near to Westman. Westman sends one up top, hits Roeder. Sorry, Roeder, not Amrine. Sends one across again, held on by Thomas. Trying to take a shot, comes low. Behind the net, picked up by Cutler, sends one up top to Westman. Westman back to Cutler. Cutler maintains back to Westman on the wall. And they just tackled Westman on that one. Omaha waiting on that call in a pile up in the corner. Literally, they tackled Westman.
They did, yeah. They got a penalty on that. Not sure what they're going to call, but.
Just tackling. Going to be a 3v5. They still have a man in the box.
Well, they got Cutler coming from behind there. He had a little
extracurricular activity, if you will.
Should be 5v5 here.
The 2 and a 10 has been served, but he's still in the box for his 10.
Yeah, it should be 5v5 here.
Zorn, is it Zorn?
Yeah.
Yep, Zorn gonna take drop. Pushing one forward. Cheetah going after it behind the net. Picked up by Waterloo, trying to pass across. Floods the puck. Picked up by Sean. LaVisca taking one across back in the blue line. Into the far side corner, going after his own pass. Trying to pass in front of the net. Sean grabs it behind on the poke check. Gets some help from Cheeto. Comes over to the near side. Cheeto maintaining off the wall. Sailing one across. Sean couldn't quite get a stick on the high pass to the far side. Cheeto staying with it though. Battling that one pass as he gets tripped and hooked. No calls on those. Back to the far side again. Very physical so far as it goes across. Picked up again by Sean, taking one to the far wall. Back into the corner again, behind the net. Trying to pass across to Zorn. Deflected. Omaha couldn't hold on. Knocked down. Still going up top. Sean with the shot. Deflected by one of the defensemen. Comes over to the near side on the wall. Sean grabs it again. Off to the wall again. Hits Sabanski. Back to Sean at the blue line. Sean going to have to bury it. Had a man on him. Waterloo floods it on the near side wall. Forces it behind the net. To the far side as... Wow. Koa just took a kid out, and I guarantee you that's going to be a penalty from a hit from behind.
Yeah.
Not enough angle to get him from just the side, and Koa goes in. And now Omaha down a man for 2 minutes.
Yeah, unfortunately, he came with a head of steam and
just took the kid out, and it looks like he's going to serve a 2 and a 10 for that hit.
yeah, unfortunately, with the way the game has gone, and you know, that's unfortunately the refs are going to have to call that. Otherwise, their coaches are going to be
near side shot deflected. I think Button dove in front of that one to the far side. Roeder trying to get a hold of it. Waterloo takes a shot, deflected behind the net. T dives on it, takes a glove save.
Yeah, great reaction by T there to understand what was going on. Weird bounce off the back of the wall there.
Back on the Omaha side, far. 11:29 left in the game. Omaha gets it cleared back over. Roeder going after it. Waterloo takes it behind their own net, trying to get a shovel off. Thomas gets it just at the blue line, forces that to the far side. Waterloo grabs it, kicks one back into the corner, forced to take it behind their own net. Looking to set something up. 1:38 left on the PK. Waterloo brings it onto the near side as Roeder runs some interference, and Omaha deflects it back into their zone. Again, Omaha deflected back. T stops it, gets it to Lolly. Lolly off the boards. Omaha gets it cleared again as it goes back into the Waterloo zone. 1:16 left on that PK. Waterloo grabs it behind their net, takes it to the far. Roeder looking to run some interference. Back to the far side as Marble gets a stick on it, gets some help from Thomas. Thomas and Marble taking one forward. Thomas going after it, just a little bit ahead of himself on that. As it comes over to the near side, Marble laying a nice hit. Stopped and deflected, grabbed by Waterloo. Westman holds him on the boards, and a good back check by Roeder. Gets it handed off to Thomas, flips one over. Thomas trying to hold on to that one as it goes over to the far side. Back behind the net, grabbed by Westman, gets one. They force it back behind the net on the near side again. Omaha gets it sent back over. I think sometimes the boys forget they can just send it right back. 28 seconds left on the PK. Grabbed by Waterloo again. Comes over to the near side. Sever trying to run interference now. Poke check by Zach. Forces that one. Good job by Zach. Got 2 guys with that one. On the far side. Omaha gets it cleared. Sever trying to hold on. Waterloo holds it, but got a man coming in. Sever was trying to get a stick on it. Ends up getting the rebound. Comes on the near, slingshots around over the red. Knocks the stick off of one of the guy. He gets drawn. I was looking for a call on that one.
Yeah.
They're definitely not calling some of those. Omaha now full strength as Cutler coming in. Holds on to it.
Actually, Amrine.
Is it Amrine? Oh,
Yep.
I thought I saw 7. Back to the far side. Amrine going after it behind the net. Comes over to the near. Gonna send one up top. Stopped by Sean at the blue. Gets one off the boards. Back behind the net it goes again. 9:22 left on the far side. Picked up by Waterloo. Trying to send one across. Comes over to the near. Sean almost had a stick on it. Back in on the good back check. Send one off the boards and gets it cleared. Pushed forward by Severa. Knocked up top. by one of the defensemen. Sean with a little pile up on the run in.
Yeah,
Sailing
2 for
behind
1.
the net.
We're going to have a penalty on Sean here. We're roughing.
I think that was a big kid, little kid scenario, more so than it was roughing.
It was more from the backside, unfortunately.
On the far Omaha zone, going to be down a man for another 2 minutes. Far side corner.
And 6-1 in the third period.
Deflected near. Thomas trying to get a stick on that one. Roeder had the drop. Goes behind the net to the near side. Trying to shovel that one off the wall. Battling it off. Waterloo keeps it on the wall. Lally was trying. Deflected by T to the far side. Nice job by T. Goes over the far wall. Waterloo holding on to it. Sends one up top far. Takes a shot wide near side. Comes in the corner. Bounces off the wall. Whiffs on the hit. Picked up by Thomas on the rebound. Taking one back over to their zone, forced it to the near side. Almost gets should have gotten a hooking call at some point there. Several sticks in the way. Thomas still battling in the near side corner. Gets hit in the head. No call. Still battling it. I think no, he's got his stick. Couldn't get it back around. Picks it back up. Passes in front.
Nice
to the
job by
far side.
Thomas.
Shot by Bunton. Deflected to the far side. Back up top. Bunton stops at the blue. Comes in. Another shot. Deflected low, comes over to the near side. Thomas on the near wall, battling it still in the corner. Got 2 men on him. Getting some help from Roeder. Goes back into the corner again. Thomas and Roeder trying to battle it. Goes towards the net. Goaltender had to cover it. On the near side again, Lally sending it back behind again. Omaha had to check back. Roeder needs to check back in. Doesn't realize it, but he's fine now. Fortunate on that one. He was just a bit ahead of it. Didn't realize that the puck had cleared it. So he had a hit in front of Omaha bench.
Oh, Sean. Oh, my gosh.
Trying to amp his team up on that one.
Kid cracks me up.
On the far side, comes back to the near. Zach holding onto it on the wall.
Cracks.
Takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender high. Far side again, Cheeto kicking one into the court. Takes a shot. Knocked down by the goaltender, still loose, goes behind the net. Comes over to the near side. Waterloo trying to pick it up. Omaha now full strength as it comes out back in the Omaha zone. Picked up by Zach at the blue line. Gets a pass across, but grabbed by Waterloo. Takes it to the far side. Omaha zone. Westman staying on, keeps him on the wall. Zach picks up the ricochet, holds on to it, gets a pass across, trying to hit Sean. Waterloo sending one across, knocked back by Omaha. Nice skate there by Westman. Gonna bury one deep. He might have been a little bit behind the red line, but back to the far side. Omaha trying to get the clear. They do. Picked up by Waterloo. And Cheeto with a good back check. Gets a good poke, but comes over to the near side of Omaha. Marvel picks it up, slingshots around to the far side. Looking to bring it out. He's got Zobanski to his left, just a little bit too much ahead of him on it. And icing called on Omaha.
Yeah, unfortunately, Marvel, great thought by him, just too hot, too hot.
Go back over to the Omaha zone. 6:08 left in the game. Omaha ahead 4-0. Far side. I believe that's Cutler taking drop. Puck behind the net, picked up. Omaha sailing off the boards, gets it cleared back over.
Should not be.
Right at the goaltender. And I don't think she realized that
Oh, that's Drew Jackson,
Jackson
too.
was crashing the net.
Good to see him back in a little third period action.
Oh, he's talking a little bit too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I
After
get
that,
it.
I don't blame him.
I get it. But the thing of it is, too, is we got to understand of like where we're at in the game and different things like that with everybody. I mean, I understand where he came from and.
Cutler taking drop again. Push forward into the far wall. Sent back. Westman grabs it, kicking one back against the wall. Cutler trying to pass it to Drew. Deflected again, back to the far side, picked up by Westman. Sends one across the near side, trying to hit Marble. Marble grabs it in the Omaha zone, slingshots around to the far side. Gonna bring it back in. Takes it back into the zone. Near side, takes a shot, low, goes over to the far. Deflected again as Omaha trying to battle it in the far side corner. Comes over to the near. Picked up by Waterloo. Grabbed by Jackson on the pass. Takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender. Easton tried to pass 2 inches to the right. He would have had it.
Yeah.
Comes over to the near side. Picked up by Lawley. Slingshots back around the Omaha net. Passing across, trying to hit Cutler, but gets Lucina. Lucina holds on to it at the blue line. Gets one across to Cutler on the wall.
Offsides.
They didn't call it.
Nope.
Back across to the far. Poke check by Lawley. Keeps it at the blue line. They're going to send one back to him, though. Omaha zone. Lawley back to Leviska. On the wall is Leviska. Oh, my God. He ate some elbow on that one. Far side again. Leviska pushing it across the blue line to the far side. They push it on the wall. Omaha holds on to it as Jackson gets one. Sends it back to the corner. 4:40 left. Against the wall again. Puck gets knocked down back into the Omaha zone. And icing called on Waterloo. Back over into the Waterloo area, far side. Kaiser taking drop. Puck deflected to the wall. Thomas reaching out to grab it. Slows it down, knocked down by Sean. Sorry, Button got that.
Yeah.
Once in a while, the boys have the same posture as they skate. It's hard to tell sometimes. Back over again. Thomas took a shot, deflected by the goaltender to the far side corner, picked up by Kaiser. Kaiser trying to pass in front of the net, loose, still loose. Go!
Oh,
there it is. Omaha!
Yeah, great job by Kaiser to kick that in front of the net. Holder took one shot, didn't get it, rebounded back, and it same play, but ended in the back of the net that time.
Omaha had 5-0. Great shot there. Good passing by the boys.
Right. Here's what it is, I love it, right? These guys aren't happy that it's a quick change there, but I like it just because of the fact of keeps your legs fresh. And
keep pushing them.
Right.
Comes back over. On the far side. Sends one across. Held on by Marble. Takes it over to the far side again. Goes behind the net. Goaltender had to grab that one. Sends it over to the near side again. Omaha on the wall. What are we calling there?
What's that? Oh, he felt like he held it too long?
Hand pass? What?
No, like a carry or something? It's kind of like a carry because he did grab it, but he didn't
throw it down.
Didn't throw it fast enough, I guess.
Comes back to the near side. Marble gets one off the board, sends it over to the near. Sever going after it, forcing that to the far side. Amrine knocking it down. To the far again, Omaha grabbing it, sending it back, picked up by Marble. Neutral ice. Getting one off the boards, trying to pass that one to Severa. Had a man in front of it though. Picked up by Roeder. Behind the Omaha net, Roeder on the near side. Gonna bring it out of the zone. Back at center ice. Handing that one off to Severa. Severa handing that one off.
Guys, we still have to pass the puck, guys.
Goes behind the Omaha net. I think some guys are trying to play a little hero hockey at this point.
Let's pass the puck. This is
got
what
3 or 4 guys and a guy on you. Pass it.
This is what we work on, right? Let's go.
Back to the far side. Waterloo trying to grab it. Back to the near again. 2:47 left in the game. Marble kicking it behind the net. Back to the far side again. Gonna send one up top. Held on by Severa. Dancing past one. On the wall again. Got a guy in front of the net. Couldn't quite capitalize on it. Comes over to the near side. Sends one back up to Marble. Marble takes a shot low right in the gut of one of the defenders. Sending one high back in the Omaha zone. Marble trying to get a stick on it. Goes back at T. Sending one off. Knocks down one. Loses it, but thank goodness. Omaha got a hold of that one. It's Zobanski coming back in. Zoran sending one back into their zone. They kicked one back out. Grabbed by the near side. Gets one off. Omaha trying to grab it. Poked by and grabbed by Zach. Taking one back into their zone, near side. Trying to send one back to Zobanski. Zoran gets hit. Grabbed by Waterloo, bringing it back into the near side. 150 left in the game. Good poke check there by Lawley. Taking it back to the far side. Lawley, pass 1, 2, goes in for a shot. Goal! Omaha!
Great job by Grady, not to give up, that type of thing. The biggest thing with Grady is never gives up, always skating hard, right? So, and that's all that was effort.
And Omaha goes ahead 6-0 with 1:40 left in the game. Beautiful effort there. Lawley with a great shot in the back of the net.
At 13:20 of the third period, goal number 6 scored by Montreal Lancer JD. Number 7, Grady.
Cena sent it behind the net. Back to the far side, goes high, knocked down. Jackson trying to get it on the wall. Picked up by Waterloo. Trying to bring one out. Good poke check there by Lucina. Comes over to the near side, though, of Omaha. Grabbed by Cutler. Sending one to Lucina, pushing one forward. Gets it off to Jackson. Jackson on the near, skating around in front of the net. Still loose. Goaltender had to cover it. Ooh, I thought, whew, no, don't hit that.
Right. My thing is that if they would have blown that whistle, that thing was going to be a rocket in the back of the net. That's probably going to do it since we're up by 6, so we got a running clock.
Clock's running and the referees are talking. They're probably going to drop it. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it at this point. 47. And the referees are going to do everything they can to avoid dropping the puck again, if they're smart.
Yeah. The biggest thing here, too, is I will give it to the boys, right? Waterloo did come out very quick, very hard, very physical, and our boys were up to the test, right? So give hats off to them.
They did do a drop because we got 24 seconds left as it goes to the far side. Picked up by Omaha again, goes over the far again. Cutler takes an elbow on that one. Back to the far side, Jackson trying to grab it. Sent back up top. Cutler holds it, takes a shot, low to the far side again. Back in front of the net, loose, still loose. Sticks flying everywhere, it's carnage. Oh, the humanity. 1 second left, still loose, comes over the near side.
I'm like, here's the deal, is Waterloo's not gonna let anybody stand in front of that net.
Nope.
They're just gonna freaking
they are going to fight that one. We've seen the fight, so
yeah.
As Omaha defeats Waterloo 6-0. And we are done for the evening for JV.
Right, yeah.
So, good job.
Yeah, great job by the boys.
Good shutout for Westman.
Yeah.
And we'll see everybody. Now I can actually say it. I was wrong last night. Force a habit, but tomorrow at 10. So
yeah, 10, yeah.
We'll see everybody tomorrow. Stay tuned for the varsity game. Thank you.